Hi, welcome back to the garden. Today is Saturday, June 11th, and you know what Saturday means. We're going to take a quick review of this garden, then we're going to go to you and celebrate what you're doing in your garden. So come on. If you're new to this channel, you're in for a real treat. Saturdays are dedicated to you and what's going on in your garden. You've stumbled upon a story of a bunch of gardeners, and the ending has not been written. The characters in this story come and go, and you can become one of these characters. All you have to do is have a desire to get your hands dirty and grow things. So come on, let's take a look at a few.
Denise, your garden is fantastic. Everywhere we look, color, fruit, flowers, sprouts, containers of all shapes and sizes. I understand there was a mishap we can all take a lesson from. One of the freestanding raised beds lost its bottom in a torrential downpour. After reinforcing and replanting the waterlogged ceilings, all is good. It is amazing what you can do with a relatively small yard. Denise, thank you for your inspiration. Mike and Linda wanted to share a splash of color from around their garden. Looking good, thank you. Russell is experimenting with his peppers in the deep mulch. He is using ground cloth and a cutout sidewalls off of old tractor tires. I'm going to try to hold the Bermuda grass back.
See what I mean? Weren't those incredible? You can become part of this story also. All you have to do is email me at waylandsmalley5@gmail.com. The address is in the description box below. This is where we get ideas. This is where we gain inspiration. I guarantee you all other gardeners would love to see what you're doing in your garden. I invite you to come along. Let's take a look at a couple more.
We start Leon's container garden tour with some of his figs. Leon, your tomatoes and peppers and sweet potatoes look great. Thank you and keep us posted. Nora, your landscape is gorgeous as always, and your attention to detail is inspiring. Thank you. Dan is supplementing his traditional garden with some well-placed containers to increase yield and to accent his porch. It's looking good, Dan. Thank you.
Those are simply fantastic, and you can do this too, whether you're growing lettuce in a small container on the windowsill, or whether you have a very large traditional garden. One thing we all have in common is we like to get our hands dirty and we like to grow things. We sure would like you to join our story. Let's go ahead and celebrate a few more.
Art is very happy to report that last frost didn't take all his peach blossoms, but his 9-foot banana did not like that first storm after spending all winter inside. He also wants us to remember there are dangerous things out there. Thank you, Art. Larry, it looks like you not only increased your harvest, but also your garden helpers. Thank you for the update. While Vivian is waiting for her self-watering raised beds to be put together, she wanted us to take a look at her permanent raised beds and see how well they're doing. They are doing extremely well. And you got plants ready for that raised bed.
Aren't those just simply fantastic? By the way, have you ever heard anybody say you can't have enough beets? They seem to be coming up pretty well. You can do this too. The tips and tricks in this story help us all out. Now, if you left a comment down below, let everybody know just how much you appreciate them sharing what's going on in their garden. It wouldn't hurt my feelings. It also wouldn't hurt my feelings if you subscribed and give this a thumbs up. Let's go ahead and take a look at a few more.
Kara Cowan Watts has the right idea using a hilly area. Trellis rock wall, PVC hoop, and netting to keep the deer and other critters from eating her garden. She can also transition to shade cloth when it gets really hot, or plastic when it gets cold. We look forward to seeing this fill out. And a little bird told me you have a few sweet potato slips in there. Thank you and keep us posted. This is awesome. Walter has his first cherry tomato of the year, and he does not want to share these with the neighborhood squirrels this year. So he's gone total trellis. He's enclosed his entire garden. That's going to be kind of full, Walter. Your peppers are looking amazing, Walter. Thank you. Valerie and Rob barbecued a sunflower. I didn't even know that was a thing, but they report back that it was delicious. Valerie has been using soapy water on the squash bugs with good success. I found that you got to be careful how much soap you put in not to burn the leaves. Now Valerie's melons are liking the heat, but the rest of this stuff is not. And for anybody that was envious of our southern friends for their early start, right now you can take comfort. You're probably not going to have to put tents up to keep them alive in the heat.
Didn't I tell you? Weren't those awesome?
Rick wanted to share his collection of figs, 6 different varieties he's collected and grown through grafting. Rick, this is absolutely terrific. Thank you. Jeremy also has a couple peaches from his new tree this year, and his raised beds is growing nicely. Looking great, Jeremy. Can't wait till those okra get 6 feet tall. And of course, Bruce in Florida has avocados ripening in his backyard. Bruce, how long are those purple beans? Bruce wanted everybody to know you can do this too. Just look at his garden. And where did you hire that organic bug catcher? Thank you, Bruce.
Is that worth a few minutes of your time? We'd like you to become part of this journey. We'd like you to become part of this story. You can do this too.
Surely you didn't think I'd forget the lotus. Walter is starting over with his seeds. He's doing much better this time. He's still going to have the first flower. Art has a nice bud that's up. Mine? Not yet, but that's okay. It's about sharing it with you guys.
You can become part of this journey. You can become part of this story. We invite you to join us. And until next time, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you.
Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.